with your name, please.
I am Robert Chase. I've lived in Denver since 2007 and participated in political protests really since 2008 on, including Occupy. And I have been concerned about the problem. I am not homeless myself, but I've been concerned about the problems of homelessness since then. And the main problem of the homeless is being homeless. They have all the main problem, the first problem,
Yes.
the primary problem of the homeless is not having a home. And we could easily have addressed this long ago. But I see the political history. I came in during Hickenlooper's second term, I guess it was. And, or was it the end of the first? Anyway.
Got to be the end of the first, right?
Yeah, that's right.
2007
His
anyway,
approach and that of Michael Hancock have not helped the situation. The problem is largely driven by this institution behind us here, the Downtown Denver Partnership, which has used it apparently drives city policy in many ways and operates the mayor like a marionette.
Okay, can I stop
Yes.
for 1 second?
Certainly.
So you sound like you're very knowledgeable on this particular subject. So how long have you lived here in Denver?
Since 2007. So it's
2007.
13 years.
And where are you from originally?
Florida.
Florida. And how old are you?
I am turning 62 here.
Turning
next month.
62. So you were born in 58?
I was.
58, and then so what prompted you to move to Denver in 2007?
Well, I had been living in Pueblo.
In Pueblo, beautiful city.
Well,
No?
I wouldn't call it a city, and
whatever.
no, it's sort of it gives you a taste of the dry wastes a little further east.
Okay.
The tumbleweeds blowing through town and such. It's the only people out are people with their mouths hanging open.
What is your occupation?
I am unemployed.
What is your trade? Or
Well, I don't really have one. I've stayed a student for a long time.
student life?
I came out here to teach.
Okay. What is your? Did you go to college?
Oh yes, I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics and most of the credits for a master's, but I've studied broadly outside of my major.
So you sound more like a mathematical philosopher than just a pure mathematician.
We're far away from philosophy, although philosophy has a lot to do with it. So economic philosophy and ideology have a lot to do with the problem here on the ground.
Absolutely. I'm trying to see how far back this
Oh.
goes for you.
Oh, well, it's-
so your undergrad was in mathematics.
Yes.
What exactly? What branch of mathematics?
Oh, just general.
General mathematics. Okay. And then you took graduate classes?
I did, and my favorite professor's specialty was nonlinear functional analysis.
That sounds crazy.
It
sounds like
is.
been
It's
machine learning predecessor.
mathematics is abstract, much of it.
So 52, so 58, 78, 1980.
I'm
So
getting old.
When were you? So you already graduated high school around 78,
76.
76. Okay, and then when did? So what did you do in between those 20 years?
We're doing a lot of deconstruction of my life
Before
as
you start to
you
make a
veer.
criticism of something like Downtown Denver Partnership, and I give you that floor, I want to know you're qualified to criticize. So
Okay,
that's why I'm
well,
saying
again, yeah, no, my knowledge of things on the ground, of politics and actions on the ground in Denver is really what qualifies me to
but
address
I've
that,
been
not
here
my
longer.
previous
I've been
life.
here longer than you. I've been here since '98. So I want to know what gives you.
Well,
the right to stand there.
I'm wondering if you have a dog in the fight from
I
your
do.
questioning.
I'm a dog for truth and justice. So
Absolutely.
before I give you this platform, because you're about to say something very specific, I want to know you're qualified to say
Oh,
there. 'cause
okay.
I'm
well,
not going to miss.
I will
truth.
be glad to answer
right,
any more
so-
specific questions you have
Okay,
about my
so
life
since
and
yeah, so since 2007. So how, I guess.
how have I spent my time. Huh?
Well, how have you been spending time then with the politics on the ground? Because we have a lot of people here lived here longer than you, right? Who have so again. Again, tell us why you should have.
Well,
a podium.
I've been involved in a variety of issues,
Okay.
including cannabis rights,
Okay, I'm for that.
which is not. Cannabis is Colorado never really legalized cannabis. It's up to a level 1 drug felony.
It's good enough. Amendment 64
Oh no,
will
I disagree.
decriminalize it federally
I disagree
later,
fundamentally.
Okay? So that fight's been won. Go
Well,
on. What
no,
else
but
do
it
you say
hasn't.
about it?
That's completely wrong. All sales across most of the state geographically are felony crimes to this day. That's a separate
I want
subject.
our weed to go to
we should
Kansas.
we should talk. The people who live in Lamar, either if they want some cannabis, either someone commits a felony to sell them some, or they drive into the Front Range, and
Okay.
not everyone has a car.
Okay. What is your issue with how this could be better here.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to
Now-
return.
okay,
Very much
now-
glad to
now I
return to
turn it over
that.
to you.
Yes,
Okay,
thanks.
let's-
The Downtown Denver Partnership has made everything into an adversarial. They've turned it into a fight. They have
Okay.
used the law as a tool.
And which law, please?
Well,
I
and
don't know.
specifically, it's called the urban camping ban.
Okay.
That prohibits people from sitting or lying down on the 16th Street Mall. It prohibits people from camping on private property without the express permission of the property owner. It did various things, but it made life harder for the homeless and lets them roust people around the city.
Okay,
But it's
so, and is this part of thing that you supported these people out here? Or is that different?
Well, I'm not. I'm loosely associated with some of those people.
That's why I was giving you a hard time. Okay, you keep talking, and I want to get your take on these guys.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Well,
so keep
I've
going.
been involved in Occupy since its inception, but somewhat peripherally. It is an ineffectual. It has various problems. It never got anything done. Could never agree a program. I believe that the source of the problem is that group
Okay,
and
tell
its
us
policy.
Why it's adversarial?
Well-
Carmen, what's up, buddy? All right, so
Criminalizing, not allowing people to bed down in a place of their choosing and forcing them to use the city's system is inhumane. Because of the city's ideology, it only doles out money for homelessness according to certain precepts, and those involve using private nonprofits to achieve various ends. They're given contracts. So one group, like the Dolores House, I think it is, only houses women who are victims of domestic violence. Now these may all be worthy goals, but there is an alphabet soup of agencies and nonprofits that confer together and congratulate one another on the job they're doing. And over the course of time, since the institution of the urban camping ban, the number of people dying in Denver streets has gone from a little over 100 a year to now over 200 a year. And it is my contention and belief that Michael Hancock and the Downtown Partnership's policies have, in part, because there's many other factors like an influx of homeless people to Denver, changes in the economy, there are many other factors, but they have created a situation that is more stressful for the homeless and harder, and it is killing people. And over the course of the past 10 years, I believe that it's fair to say that they've contributed to the deaths of hundreds of people. And these policies can be, we don't need necessarily to spend more money. So now there is a proposal from the Hancock administration, before the voters now, to increase the sales tax by a tiny increment, and the proceeds are supposed to be being used to help the homeless. But the problem is, our entire approach has been fundamentally wrong. When I came into this, when the urban camping ban was under discussion, I attended the meeting of the Denver City Council Special Issues Committee, where the city's current policies were sort of laid out. And the city operated a program started by Mayor Hickenlooper called Denver's Road Home. The main thing, I believe, that Denver's Road Home has done with its money over the years, and it's gotten a fair amount of it, is to buy hotel vouchers in ratbag hotels strung out along Colfax, far from city services, for homeless families. Now that is a worthy end, but the program itself can be thought of more as a program of subsidy for such hotels than of helping homeless. We could have been using that money to build or acquire housing stock. The director of Denver's Road Home said, just as an aside in the course of saying what they were doing, was that the city was divesting itself of a 36-unit apartment building it owned at the time, that it had been being used for transitional housing. So just as the city
You're
was...
right, that's insane. They should
It
keep
is
that.
insane,
All right.
but it goes back to this...
Okay.
It goes back to capitalism,
Do you
ultimately.
have a white paper or anything you've written on this stuff?
No,
You have my.
I do.
We just launched our newspaper yesterday. Turns
I
out.
can write.
If you write, you got my email. I'll publish you.
I can
Thank you.
write. Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, wait. I owe you $20 too.
Well, thank you.